Hello everyone, welcome to class. For today's class we are going to talk about nail art, and we have a special Valentine's themed set of decals here used to demonstrate, and we'll get to those a little bit later. We also have a surprise gift for you all. This is this box of LA Colors. It's a 12-piece set. It's a promotional product from the company. They gave it to every student in this class gets one today. So I thought we could look at these first. Let's see, there are 12 mystery colors. They don't tell you from the box what the colors are. Just kind of, it just has a little punch out thing. It's kind of like a countdown. So put that over here. Let's see, what do we include? We have a very pale pink. This is number 527. And is there a name for the color? Let's see. Delicate. It just says delicate. LA Colors Color Craze. And this is 527 delicate. And we have 511, which is, I would say, it's a red with a lot of pinkish to it. And this is called Electra. It's definitely a very holiday color. Put these over here. This one is 540 and it's called Animated. This is a deep red with maybe a hint of metallic to it. Here is I would say bubblegum pink. There's no number on this one, it fell off. This is called Adventurer. So if you want to go on an adventure, this is the color to wear. Alright, now I'm going to take all the solid ones out because they do have some sparkles in here as well. This one is 619 and it's called Simply. They all seem to be one word names, so it's just Simply. And this is, I would say, a beigey tan neutrally type color. And then we have green. It's almost an aqua green, but not too much blue. More green than blue. It's 504 and it is called Seafoam. So they do use two words, but they're short words. It has to fit on the label. This is Seafoam. And by the way, this is a Canadian cosmetics company, even though it's called LA Colors. It is a Canadian cruelty-free brand. So anyway, if you like the greens, this is a nice one. And our last solid one looks like a black with maybe some bits of silvery shimmer to it. It is called Black Pearl. So it's got the pearl shimmer. And then we have a silver. Wow, that's really shimmery. This one is called Live. It is like, really, it's just like silver, like pure silver. 409. we have the confetti ones. It's clear with a gold confetti. 544, and what do they call this? Dizzy. So when you put these on, it's really not for the color so much as just for the little gold glitzy glitter that you want on top of your color. And this is another clear glitter, and it looks like the glitter colors are blue, purple, and silver, maybe some gold in there, and pink, primarily pink, purples, and blues is what I see. This is number 643, and it's called Wonderland. Okay. Here is another clear with the pure silver glitter bits. It's 446, and now this is the longest title yet. Sparkling Diamond. It's very sparkly. It's similar. Well, this is much more shimmery, and this has actually got the little glitter bits, but they're both in the silvery metallics. And then one more fanciful one. This is a clear, multicolored, almost looks like bubble gum. This reminds me of bubble gum. It's got some yellows, light blues, pinks, oranges, maybe a lime green. Looks like confetti. That's what they should call it. But they call it craze. 646. So now, if you like any of these, you've got the numbers and the names. So, put this away. Oops. Crash. So for the purposes of doing our nail art, we don't really want too much of the confettis, because it just be kind of too much chaos. So I'll demonstrate what the confettis look like afterwards, but not with the nail art. So we'll put those over there. Okay. So we have some of these sheets now. You have seen these before. You should have worked with them in our other classes. You can use the templates to practice mixing colors, blending colors. Use them for the templates, which is what we're going to do today. Let me move these. I'll put these over here. So, when you're doing the decals now, they come in all shapes and sizes. Themes, you can get florals, you can get geometrics, various holidays. Pretty much you can get one for any holiday you can think of. Color schemes, big and bold, small and delicate. You can get all gold, all silver, different sort of metallics. You will need a pair of tweezers, and let's see, I think you also want a clear coat. Now it's good to read the instructions on each packet because each brand may have slightly different instructions. This one is Aha Nail Art. some of them come with multiple sheets. This one just has the one sheet in it. So I thought there were supposed to be 2 sheets, but I guess not. They can be fairly inexpensive to buy. So it's good to get inexpensive ones to practice with until you get more proficient. Then you can invest in the pricier ones if you want to, depending on your clientele. If your clientele likes a lot of the decals, these are very textured. Some of them are very flat and flush. These have a little texture, dimensionality to them. I don't know how well you can see, come up to the front of the class, but they're very Valentine's themed. You've got cupids, hearts, roses, lots of different heart designs, some florals, some hearts of red and pink. So let's look at the directions for these. It says apply nail polish and let dry. 2, clean the nail and free it from oil. So you want to make sure not just oils on the nail itself, but around the fingertips. So make sure to get a good oil cleanser. Choose your design, stick on the nail, press firmly, seal your design with a top coat. And this is fairly simple, straightforward instructions. It's not too difficult. So we have these ones that we did in our prior class. So just to see how it might work on, let's try it on this one. Let's try this little heart. It's kind of like almost like a floral arrangement of hearts. See how well it comes off. They're pretty good. They stick pretty well. Let's place that here. It's a little bit large. Just do that one. Okay. And then maybe a slightly narrower one for there. We could do, this one's cute. It's a little rose spray, I would say. Now, you'll probably get a lot of requests of these, particularly around festive holidays. So Valentine's Day, Christmas, maybe 4th of July, Easter. Some Halloween can be big. Some people like Halloween themed ones. Okay, and then get something for the little pink nail. How about just a little pink heart? I think that would be sweet. So we're going to get the little pink heart. And these will last basically as long as the polish lasts. So as you take off the polish, then of course the decals are going to come off with it. Generally not reusable, although in some cases, if you're careful, you may be able to get another use out of them. And then we have the deep rose red there. So I think I'll do this sort of a gem tone red heart. Now, some women like to do every nail. And some may just want one nail as a feature. You may want the design up towards the tip or towards the base. So these are all things to discuss with your client ahead of time, obviously. And then we have the thumb is in a big red, basic red there. I put some since it's kind of at an angle, I'm going to put one of these tiny hearts there. We'll do that one at the tip just to show you. Well, not all the way to the tip, but almost. Alright, so now you can see how that will look. Now obviously most people aren't going to have different color polishes on every nail. This was just a sample one, of course. So don't forget that it's set for a minute or two. Make sure to press firmly, and after you press them on, clean them again very lightly to get any oils off, just in case. And then you want to do your top coat. There's many brands, of course. Every brand of polish has a top coat, pretty much. And then you can also get some specialized top coats too, like ones for, extra brittle nails, or ones that help reduce chipping, peeling, if that gets an issue. And there's extra high sheen top coats, and there's matte top coats for those who like a more matte look. So really, you can actually get into a whole different thing just on top coats too. But the basic is just a clear, glossy coat that's going to protect the nail and the polish and the decals underneath. Don't make it too thick. The golden rule, once again, is better to do multiple thin layers if needed. Excuse me. So this really looks quite pretty. Oopsie. This thing is hazardous. Okay. As you can see, I hope you can see there how pretty that looks. And that's just like we didn't even really plan very much ahead. Now, here is a blank one. So I thought it would be fun to, let's see, do I have a clip? I meant to have a clip, but I don't have one. I thought it would be fun to try some of these new colors here and see how that looks with our decals as well. We don't want to go too dark. Let's try the different pinks and reds since it is Valentine's Day. I'm kind of curious about these, but I think we'll do that separately. Alright, so let's look at these LA colors. Give them a good shake. Shake, 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 shake. I have not used these LA colors before. They appear to be very saturated color, which is nice. And don't forget these templates you can get. You can buy them by the dozen, and you can also just print them off online. Just depends on what you want to do. And we'll go for the bubblegum pink. This one's the one called Adventure. Let's see if it's an adventure. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty pink, little girl pink, I would say. Very pretty. Now these are interesting templates because they have a two-tone to the nail, just to give you a little shading effect. Then we have our deep red called Animated. See how that looks. That's a nice red. It's kind of a fire engine red. That would be a nice Valentine's color. Beautiful. Alright, so those are all the pinky reds. Oh wait, I forgot this one. This one is a very pale pink. What do they call this one? Delicate. Let's see what this one looks like. It's almost white, really. It's so pale. You can barely tell the color. See how it's almost like a creamy with just a hint of a soft pink. And then we've got this sort of a taupey beigey tan color. We'll try that on the pinky. Okay, that looks nice. It's a very nice shade, a neutrally shade. So, let's see, these don't dry too quickly on the paper, so I think while we're letting that one dry, we can look at some of these glitters and see how they look on top of the other colors. You've got the confetti, the craze, which I like to call confetti. That reminds me of confetti. Now we can see how these look. This is the kind of thing that the more coats, the more crazy. Because when you just put the first coat, you don't get too much of the little confetti dots. So you can see we really only got about 10 little confetti dots on there. So you want to build up the coats on that one. Alright, so I've got a confetti there. And let's try the gold confetti over here. I think the gold would look nice on this one. Now the confetti, since it is three-dimensional, it's good to have a couple of layers of top coat just to make sure the little pieces of confetti don't chip off. So that's very sparkly. It's really nice on Christmas or New Year, especially New Year's. We have, these are the solids. Solids, we've got the silver, we've got two more of the clear confettis. This one is the silver. And I think the silver would go good on this pinkish color here. Oh, I like that. Look, that would be very New Year's Eve-y. Oops. Got a little over the edge there. And you can use a standard nail polish remover for the confettis, although sometimes sometimes you have to work them a little bit harder or a little bit longer. Let it soak a little bit longer for them to come up. So that is the silver. And then the last one in the set was this sort of pinky purpley blue. And we'll do that over this sort of mauve color. So as you can see, oh, I still have two more. The color underneath is very much going to influence the effect you get with the confetti. So it's a sort of a mix and match situation. You ask the client the overall effect that they want, and then you combine your colors with your confetti choices. So that is the pinky purple confetti there. And we have one more nail here. Let's just try for fun. I'm really anxious to see what this silvery polish looks like. It is so silvery. It really looks like it's very metallic. So this is basically just going to cover what we have, but that's okay. It's all for fun. Oops, I'm going outside the lines. But that's okay. We're practicing. Now that's the silver. There, as you can see, when the light changes, when you get the reflection going, you really get the effects. It's really cool. Alright. Now, I think this is dry enough. The first one is dry enough just to put a second coat, just to see what it looks like. That's the confetti again. And I'm going to put a second coat over this, just to see how you can build up the amount of confetti. So I think I got a little too gloppy here, a little too much. So now we have probably about 20, 25 little pieces of confetti on that nail. So once again, your client will take a look and say, oh, I like more, I'd like more or less or different colors of confetti. You can really just play around. Let's put this over here to dry. Now, of course, you can do your decals over the confetti if you want. It's a very busy look. Sometimes you might just want one. For instance, let's try one just for fun. How about, there's some that just say love. Let's try a love one. Love. Very tiny. And if you can see it, just to see what it looks like. Let's put it on this since it's the lightest one. Oh, that's very wet though. Alright, we'll try it on this one. There. So you can put the decals, as I said, on the confetti. This might not be as noticeable. There's our neighborhood dog again. decals on these just to see how they look on the different colors. There's a little cupid with an arrow. Super cute. Okay, so you're going to be, if you're hit with that cupid's arrow, you're going to fall in love. Let's put this on the pink one. Oops. I put it over a little bit too far. And let's do one more on the how about a heart? I think a red gemstone heart would look nice on the red nail here up at the top. That's a little crooked too. Well, we're just practicing. And let's say you want to try a little glitter. Let's try the gold. I think the gold and the pink looks really nice. I just want to see the gold and how it looks on this bubblegum pink right here. Be very relaxing to do this. That's why it's so fun to have the stencils, because the templates, because you can just play around and you don't have to worry about making mistakes or removing your polish and reapplying it just to try different things. This is the blue and purple. I thought would look nice on that one. You can do a mixture. You can have like some of the confettis and some of the decals. Whatever you want to do and whatever the client wants to do. So now this one feels naked, so we're going to put some of this onto this one. I think would be nice, just to complete the look. Alright. So those are our glitters, our confettis. I really messed up the cupid, it's falling off. But it gives you a neat idea how they look. I'm trying to get the reflection. I can't get the reflection off as well. I think the sun's going behind the clouds now. So this one is drying very nicely now. You can see how pretty those can look. And some women like to go all out and they may want like a whole complete set of decals. And then you might want just one, like someone wants, I just want a red heart or a gold heart or something like that on one finger or on the, pinky, and just want a very delicate look. So you can really customize it to what your client wants. So I thought it would be fun to just look at the other colors. And what templates do I have? Let's just use this one again. Okay. The colors that came in this set, we looked at those. Actually, we've seen almost all of them. We just haven't seen the green. I'm really curious to see what this green looks like, because it's kind of it reminds me of Gumby. Remember the little Gumby doll? The little kind of rubbery. He was like rubber or vinyl or something with wire inside. Gumby and Pokey. Pokey was orange. Gumby was sort of this color. But I don't tend to use these colors on myself just because I'm chicken and I'm old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned and I tend to stick to pinks and peaches. But I know that they're popular. Alright, having a hard time with this brush. Okay. So that's not a bad color, actually. It is kind of like sea foam, isn't it? That's pretty. It's actually kind of pretty. I thought there might be like a yellow orange in this set, but there isn't. So that is the Gumby green. Now we've got black. Now, does anybody besides goth people wear black nail polish? What do you guys think? Do you guys like to wear black? It's really, this one's more of a pewter gray than a black. But it's almost black. Maybe they don't have like a super solid black. I'm not very much pink on here. This does have a shimmer to it, which I don't know if you can quite tell. Having trouble getting it in the lines. I don't know why. It's just so I would say like a dark pewter gray color. This is actually kind of pretty depending on your coloring. It's really nice. So how shall we finish off this young lady? I think red would be very dramatic next to the black. Or do we want this one? Let's do this one. Now we're just playing around for fun. So you guys can, you'll have about a half hour when we're done to mess around at your workstations. We've got lots of templates to practice with. You've got some decals. You've got the Valentine's decals for you and some other ones too. That is really pretty pink. And if you have any questions too, you can certainly come up. Shall we do, let's try the silver. She is a very dramatic young lady. Today she's just feeling very whimsical. She's going to go to work with these crazy nails and everybody will exclaim, "Oh my goodness, look at your nails. It's amazing." And let's see, I think we need something bright for the last one. Should we make the last one green or no? How about the red? Alright, let's do the red. There. Now she's all ready to go. She works at a record store, so she's got a red ring here. There. So, they're all a little bit avant-garde there at the record store. And since it's almost Valentine's Day, let's give her a couple of these decals. I think maybe one on the silver would show up really well. This one with the use the tweezers to try to get underneath. Try not to touch it underneath too much like I am doing, because that will reduce the stickiness. It's not quite dry, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think that would look pretty on there. And it does give you a few seconds where you can reposition it a little bit if you need to. How about a nice heart? This is a smaller red heart. We'll put it on. Let's put red on red. I kind of like the look of that red on red. Oops, except for the red isn't dry yet. Oopsie, oopsie. Okay. A little bit crooked. There we go. Now the gray should have something. Since that's larger and longer, I think we can use this one. This one would be pretty on the gray. There, I hope it's dry enough. Okay. And something for the green. How about a little cupid? A cute little cupid. Do you guys have plans for Valentine's Day? Yeah, there's no classes that day, so actually I think there's going to be a luncheon for students, if you haven't got notice of that yet. Oh shoot, it's too big again. These are so wide, I think they need to go on maybe just on the thumb. This is a little too narrow. But yes, if you haven't gotten your notice yet, there will be a luncheon at Darla's Cafe, which is near downtown. And it's just something where you guys can all get together. And, you don't always get to see each other and get to know each other better. This will be fun. It'll be Valentine's themed food and be really sweet. So let's do another little rose spray over there. Alright. So this is definitely a exotic look. Not for everyone, but for our rock star record store worker. She should have a lot of fun with this. So don't forget to put your top coat